Jeremiah 51 and verse 19 says, "The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name." I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakah, Kodash, giving double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Milltown, and salutes to all the 144,000 elect out there. Coming back at you with this yeah, it really does speak for itself. Jacob is the former of all things, man, the originator, right? And the Lord is his name, right? The host and his army, the host is the angels and the 144,000 elect out there, right, man? That's the host of Yahshua Allah or Yahweh Shai. The portion of Jacob is not like them. Well, he is the former of all things. And we're going to come back. We're going to get into some of these words. But I really wanted to just get into some of this history. Some history that cannot be refuted at this point. Cannot be denied. I just tapped in Google, list of black inventors A to Z. The A to Z chart with dates and names. So we've got a whole heap of them come up here. The faces, the black inventors. And we're going to get into some of this. Baratazar, read some of these on this chart here. Black inventors, product, inventor, date. So we have the products and the names, and we've got the dates here. And if you want to get into some of this, because for the most part, none of us was taught this at school. You know, we was taught lies about Christopher Columbus. There's a song that just come to my mind by Burning Spears. Christopher Columbus was a damn blasted lie. Real talk. Yeah. So we know we're not Africans, but we know who we are. We're Yahshua Allah, the Israelites. And we know those people are perpetrating the fraud, the identity thief. Them, everything's being exposed for what it really is. Daniel's chapters 12 and 4. The truth shall come out, man. The truth shall be exposed. In Psalm 64. Their tongue is falling upon himself. So now the truth is being widely disputed, cannot be refuted, cannot be denied. Yeah, some of the things, I'm going to read some of the things there. Almanic Benjamin Banneker, 1970, 1791. Some of the things there, some of them are just so, this is history right here. Auto cut off switch, Gravel T. Woods, 1839. Right? Some of these things have been, what you call, stolen and patterned or upgraded, and now he's claimed them for himself. He's plagiarized them, or he's put his own pattern on it, renamed them. That's why you might not understand or recognize some of the things here, what we're reading. Renamed them or upgraded them and patterned them under their own names. But it goes back to us, Yahshua Allah. Yeah, we are a chosen people, a special people above all people. We're going to hit some precepts too. So here we have it, man. We read this one. Biscuit. Oh, what's this? Baby Buggy. William H. Richardson, 1889. Right? All goes back to the Yahshua Allah, man. The form of all things. Biscuit Cutter. Alexander P. Ashbourne, 1875. Yeah. Like I say, we're catching up on some lost time. Waking up out of our trauma, amnesia. Some of us have had our heads bumped, literally, spiritually, but going through the transatlantic slave trade, the Jim Crow, the alligator bait, waking up, and some of us have had some bumps on the head. We've been bumped on the head, and we're waking up out of this amnesia, this trauma, right, man? So A little bit of history there. If you want to get into some more of that in your own time, feel free to do so. You can. Right? And I tapped in here. First black inventors that was stolen. First black inventors that were stolen. Just simple, you know. And I just tapped it in randomly to see what will come up. We got one here. Let's read this. Which inventor had their invention stolen? Right, because some of these, some of them were. Anyway, let's read. Which inventors had their inventions stolen? Times in history when an idea was stolen. Thomas Edison, the light bulb. Albert Einstein, the theory of relativity. Some of them are just plain ease, perpetrating the fraud anyway. Some of them. But then again, some of them go back to Jake too. Alexander Graham Bell and the telephone. A lot of them just go straight back to Jake. Like what's his name? Tesla. Right. Who was the first black inventors? Most history agree that Thomas J. Jennings is the first of African, we know that we're not Africans, American patent holder in the United States. Jennings invented a way to dry clean clothes in 1821. Alright, let's see what this is going to say. And then we're going to hit some precepts, man. Inventions that we invented, black so-called black people, which were not black people, or we're not African people either. We're Yahshua Allah. We're the sons of God, Israelites, right? That's all documented in the Bible. Cannot be refuted, cannot be denied. Inventors stolen from Africa to the credit of the whites. This is Sam Wagik. This is on that website, Sam Wagik. WordPress.com. So black people, let's read a little bit here. March 2014. So black people as a whole did not have the luxury of having their inventions patented in their names, recognized, right? Patented, you know, having it, being able to have the privilege of having it in your name. Inventors patenting their names, recognition and credit for the creation stolen by the enslavers, right? Slave masters, the enslavers, or harsh taskmasters. Enslavers, blacks were not allowed to apply or obtain patents for their inventions until the late 18th centuries. We can assume that there were many black inventors whose creations were taken and credited to a white man and woman. Yeah, because the white woman, she's in league with the damn devil, with the white man. You know, all of them are thief, criminals on the loose, right? The fugitives goes into that in Genesis chapters 4. Fugitives, vagabonds on the loose, until we gonna band them up, you know, put them back in shekels where they belong. And after the 1,000 years, Obadiah 18. After the 1,000 years, after they've worked back their debt to society, they have to work back their debt to society. They're so quick to put us and label us and stereotype us for being the menaces of the society. Well, they actually are the menaces of society, and they're just on the loose at the moment doing crimes, right? So many crimes. We're hearing about the Gerstein, the partner in crime with Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. What's the other one? Harvey Weinstein, right? You know, but now the time is coming. This 2024, time of Jacob's trouble. The Jacob's trouble. This is the year, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and hopefully, it has been mentioned that a lot of the E's are going to be getting the same treatment too. We see it now. Tongues are falling upon themselves. The truth is being exposed. The trending Cat Williams thing, and Harvey Weinstein has been arrested already. Jeffrey Epstein, all these Steens, right? Some of them are smile hat people with big noses. You know who they are. Criminals on the loose, just waiting to be bound up and shackled. Some of them are already getting bound up and getting detained and sentenced, but the whole of them going to be round up. Again, I mentioned it. Obadiah 1 and 18. After the 1,000 years, going to be going to be a big bonfire. Yeah, we can assume there were many black inventors whose creations were taken and credited to white men and women. Right, they might have criminals on the earth. Some certainly gladly offered their inventions. Yeah, boy, this is terrible. I'm reading it and I'm laughing, but this is not funny. This is terrible. Right, and they're going to pay for it. Right, some certainly gladly offered their inventions after the beatings they were getting, man. Just wanted a touch of some cold water, man, or a butter biscuit as a family offering in their names. And if they didn't offer it, it was stolen anyway. Offering in their names in that time, but that sadly keeps us from knowing the uplifting truth and extent of their contribution, man. Yeah, the other half have never been told. One of the elders was going into a lot of the things that we are taught at school, that we won't amount to nothing. As far as having intelligence, high intelligence, and our top intellectual men, what they call them, think tanks. Our think tanks, the Yashua Allah, the so-called black people, was to go up against their think tanks. We'll blow them out the water. Oh, the video I did yesterday, man, had their military, what they put so much pride in, their military, the American military, the most powerful military in the world, can't touch our chariots. One angel would destroy the whole of the military. As a matter of fact, it would destroy the whole of the planet. One angel, what they call UFOs. So they can't touch us, man. You can't touch this, man. You can't touch this. So it's real talk. One of our angels will destroy the whole of your military, and you've attempted to even have a little face off with them, and they've made you look stupid. The video I did yesterday, right, man? That's real talk on the chariots. So yeah, your time is coming. You will be afraid. You will be. I'm not afraid. You will be. You will be. That's taken from the Star Wars with Yoda and Luke Skywalker. And Yoda told him, you will be afraid, and they will be afraid. So, reading on. But that sadly keeps us from knowing the uplifting truth and extent of their contributions, our ancestors, right? Yashua Allah, which go back to Jacob, the seed of Jacob. Yeah. In today's society, when you say, did you know, right? You can relate this to school, you can relate this to colleges, you can relate this to all these higher universities. This is what happens. This is an example, an experience where this happens regularly. In today's society, when you say, did you know that a black man invented the buzzle, if I'm pronouncing that right, whatever the case may be, whatever that word is, did you know that the black man invented A, B, or C? Look, when you look, will come across their faces. A puzzled look will come across their faces. Yeah, that's real talk. Just in everyday conversation or in school, colleges, high universities, we're not taught this, right? Just to put it in a nutshell, we're not taught this right across the board. People get puzzled, and even you try to hide this too. The ease, the everyday average ease, don't like to hear it either, right? Because all of them are devil, all of them, yeah. Of whom you are speaking to, be it in our institutions of higher learning or the average person on the streets. Here you have it. Because again, most people assume that the inventors of such devices as the telephone right? Give you some examples there. The telephone, the ink pens, the potato chip, and even today's fun child and adult toy, right? Were invented by us. Yeah, the Super Soaker were invented by. They think it was invented by a white American or a European inventor. However, all of these items were in fact inventions of black inventors. Right, so you want to read all of that, by all means, feel free to do so. This is our history. This is our history. Cannot be refuted, cannot be denied. Ah, boy, see? It's a beautiful thing. See? Daniel's chapters 12. Daniel's chapters 12, man. The truth, everything is coming out, be exposed. So let's hit some precepts. Basic but powerful precepts. We won't hit some of them. The point is already made. We just looked at some examples. Now we're going to get into some of these precepts. This is Deuteronomy chapters 7 and 6. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are above the face of the earth." Yeah, that's why they're all there. They all want to hook up with us. And some of us, they act like they want to get down with us, but really, we know why. A lot of it is what you call guile. A lot of it is they want to get. Oh, let me mention what I mentioned the other day with the Sophia Stewart. Sophia Stewart, the writer of the Matrix movie, and from what I heard, she wrote the Terminator movie as well. Was it? Yeah, it was the Terminator. Yeah, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So they was all hooking up and friendly with her, got close up and personal with her, and stole the writing and patterned it after themselves. And she had to end up taking them to court. And she did get somewhat compensated. So special. We're gonna look up the word special. H5459. But she was compensated, and I do. She was quite a local person from our local area. Um, she's born over here in in Europe, in England. Sophia Stewart, and she was on a radio station, and there was a lot of phoning ins, and she related. She went to court. She got compensated up in the 100,000s. She really expected to get millions. She deserved millions. This is her story. And while she was in the radio station, one of those famous radio stations, people were phoning them saying very similar things happened to them too. This is a whole separate video, but I'm going to mention it. I could mention this in a separate video. Well, actually, it's on point with what we're talking about. It's being stolen from and plagiarized, and for the ease, what they do, the white people take things from black people, the Israelites, and use them and pattern them after their own names. So yeah, Sophia Stewart, it happened to her with the Matrix movie and the Terminator movie, and other people while she was in the radio station, people were phoning in and saying very similar things happened to them too. These are just common folk. The Jake that you may know next door, who may have a gift of art. He may have a gift of art. He may have a gift in writing, a gift in whatever the case may be, and they just be on interviews, and you have people listening in, saying, they're talking about what they have abilities to do. The doer, whatever the case may be, it might be they may be told to write something or paint something, and they get plagiarized the same way. This is right across the board with Jake. The average working class Jake. Be on guard against these people. They are parasites, or the puff adder, or the parasites. What does a parasite do? Or a leech. They get onto you, onto your vein. They find the easiest way to get to your vein, suck your blood until you're dry. And if you're not aware of it, most people are not aware of it. The leech, once it's got big and fat, it's had its fed, and it's gone. Right? That's these people. They're estranged from the womb as soon they go estranged from the womb as soon as they be born. Leeches. And yeah, that's the typical E. That's how they get down. So never trust thine enemy. Right? Never trust thine enemy. And if it's an Israelite foreigner and he's not one of the elect too, he or she is just still a nigger too, if they're not of the elect. Because if you're not marked for salvation, you're probably gonna have the same spirit of a white ninja if you're not marked for salvation. We're dealing with the elect, we're dealing with the elect. So never trust thine enemy, what they like to do. But we're the special people, the special property, possession, property, valued property, peculiar treasure, right? That's us. Peculiar. See, let's check this one out. As a matter of fact, all these words are beautiful words. Treasure. Oh, right, we know what treasure is anyway. Something that's highly valuable. All right. So there you have it. Some of the scriptures that come up here. Exodus 19:5, Psalms 135 and 4, Ecclesiastes 2 and 8. I have gathered me also silver and gold and peculiar treasure. Yeah, that's us. We describe this as treasure, right? Psalms 135 and 4. For the Lord hath chosen Jacob. Right? You can't make this up. Unto himself and Israel for his peculiar treasure. I could have stopped there. Drop the mic. Point is done, but there's more. There's more. I like doing videos like this, right? Possession, property. So there's more. And we're that special people, man. Jacob, peculiar treasure unto Yahshua Allah, the sons of God. And we are God's. You have chosen us, man. Special. We looked at the word special. Right, one more here. Chosen. Alright, enough said here. See, chosen, elect, decide for. We're the hopeful elect, man. The 144,000. Shout out to the elect, the 144,000. And the hopeful elect. And the numerous crowd as well. Right? You've been chosen. You've been chosen to be a special people, a peculiar people unto boy, the highest judge of the earth. If you can get your head around that, boy, I don't know if I'm still. It's hard to get your head around it. You get an idea when you see a chariot going over the house and all of that, and beaming up, acknowledging you. It gives you a little bit of an idea, but it's not easy to get your head around that. Chosen by God, oh boy, that's heavy. Depends on how deep you want to think about it. It's real heavy stuff. Whew. I can try and put it in perspective, but it might take me a whole lesson to do that. A whole nother lesson. So, acceptable, appoint, choose, choice, excellent, join, be rather, require of God. Ooh, the Most High over the earth. So they get a taste of it when they try and shoot down chariots. It's so stupid of them to try and do that. The video I did yesterday, it's just perfect for them to try and do that. Shoot down chariots. And they get humbled. And they get humiliated when they try that. And they know they're out of there. They're punching way above their weight when they try and shoot down a chariot. All the Most High has to do is let it phase through them, or just turn their own missile against them. Their own missile. And there's, like I say, I've done videos on it, and there's so many interactions they've tried to have interaction with chariots, right, of God, and they just end up going away with their tails between their legs, looking stupid and humiliated. Right, man. So Exodus 19 and 5, just to make the point further, says, now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar, oh, here you have it more, treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. Must be allowed to check that word out here. Abrazar, Father willing. Peculiar treasure. Yeah, man. So that's exactly what it is. Oh, I've looked at it already. But treasure. I've looked at this already. Oh, I love it so nice. I got to do it twice. Peculiar treasure. We know what treasure is. All right, possession, property. We looked at it already, but I couldn't resist it, man. Could not resist it. There's more. There's more. Yeah, saw the chariot get abducted. The plane rather, the helicopter, the military helicopter, was abducted, and then we're gonna see more of these types of things in the time of Jacob, hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. We're gonna see more things like that because it's also the East trouble too, the white man's trouble as well. They're gonna get the same judgment, or our people are gonna get the same judgment as the white man. So they're gonna be a whole heap of strange phenomena in the earth. Above all, right? Yashua Allah, what are you? You're above all. H3605. Above all. What is it like? What does that mean? The whole, all, the whole of each, everything, totally everything. That's us. If you can get your head around it, if you can, it's a beautiful thing. It might take some time. Meditate on it, man. Abu Azar. So we're going to meditate on some of these precepts. After we just looked at some of that history with the inventions that we did, our ancestors did, going back to the seed of Jacob, Yashua Allah, you are a peculiar people above all the people, and the former of all things, man, that's Yahushai, and the host, his army, yeah, the sons of God, right? 144,000, his host, right? And we're backing him, and we're praying for him to come back. That's our knight in shining armor. That's going to be the grand finale when he returns to collect his chosen. We're looking at this now. 1 Peter 2:9. But ye are a chosen generation, right? And Yashua Allah, Yahushua, and we're Yashua Allah, right? The sons of God, man, Israel, right? And Yahushua is what you Christians call him Jesus. He's above you, and we're above you too. His children. Right? And we always have been. You just had us for a moment in time for our punishments. Deuteronomy 28. He used you as a sword, and once he's finished with you, you're going like an old Kleenex tissue, screw you up and dash you away, because you was just a vessel that he was using, described in Psalms 17 as his sword. That's all you were, and he used you to bring us under chastisement, man. But we're the chosen people, man. So don't get it twisted. Don't get above yourself. Yeah? Don't punch above your weight. But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood in a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness unto his marvelous light. Right, man? It's beautiful. Meditating on these precepts here. Right? We've got more Yashua Allah, the so-called black people, right? And even the 2/3 got more raw blood in their little fingers than we talk about the monarchy over here in England, and these fake monarchists, so to speak, on the monarchy sitting on the throne. These identity thieves. We've got more raw blood in my little finger, and even the ninja on the road got more raw blood in his little finger than these perpetrators. All right, I'll read it again. 1 Peter 2:9 says, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, in an holy nation, peculiar people, that you should show forth the praise of him." Right, so we're coming back, we're being awake to do that, showing it, and it's beaming all over us. The praises of Yahushai, Yahushai. The road, that's that royalty coming through. Who called you out of darkness unto his marvelous light. So I've got a couple of words we're going to check out here. Let's go into this. I mentioned the word royal. Is the word here. Holy. One always look at this one. Holy. And holy. Not that we don't know. We're getting these reminders right now. Most holy thing. A saint. Right. Yeshua Allah. Yeah, we're saintly. We're the true saints walking around. Some of us don't. Most of us don't even know it. Yeah, the elect are the saints, man. We're going to take this kingdom, yeah? Pure, morally blameless. Man. I don't think I can pronounce that one. That's a tongue twister, that one. Hagios. Hagios. Morally blameless or religious, ceremonially consecrated, most holy one. Thing, saint. I think that sums it up there. Saint. That's it. Pure, morally blameless. That's Yeshua Allah, the so-called black people. And there is an elect of an elect. Right? That's the elect of Yeshua Allah. The so-called black people. The elect of Israel. Priesthood. Oh boy. Too many words. I must be allowed to look at priesthood. Priesthood. Office of a priest. Right. The order of the body of priests. Self-explanatory. There's more. There's more. There's too much, man. I saw one earlier. Yeah, that's it. Royal. A royal. What's that one? Royal. This number was. What's this? Alright. Okay. Kingly. There you have it. Kingly in nature. Royal. Yeah. If you ever see the movie, no, it's not a movie. It's a see. It used to be on this old Anna and the King, or I think they changed it to The King and I. Yul Brynner is in it. Want to see an example of an arrogant king, and the woman was a westernized woman. She was supposed to be a white woman, playing a white woman, teaching the king, Yul Brynner, who played the king in Anna and the King. He was supposed to be very arrogant and egotistical and a male chauvinist, and she was teaching him how to be a westernized man. In other words, trying to corrupt him. And he was the king who was very much royal into his own head, into his own traditions. Similar today. Because, yeah, Yeshua Allah, we're those kings. We're the real kings on the earth. And you got some of these Edomite women trying to come and they would try it if you let them westernize you, put their and corrupt you if you let them. If you let them. Right? But a true man of the Lord not gonna let that happen. Right? You got your culture, fish and chips and beer, and we got ours. The laws of the Lord. Right? We have a culture. You don't. So that movie was very funny. Or series was very funny. Anna and the King, or The King and I, with Yul Brynner and some white Edomite woman. And it was it was whole heap of bucking head going on. And he was a bit weak anyway, really. He was a bit weak. He was too weak for my liking. You have to know how to deal with them, you know. You have to know how to talk to them woman today, you know. King and I, he was weak though. I didn't like it after a while. When I really saw what was going on. Folly. Right, so royal kingly. Enough said on that, man. And that's us today, right? Wake up. Yeshua Allah, wake up. You're that special people. You're above all people, man. Like I started out. Let's read this and then we go in the video. Point is more than made. Jeremiah 51 and 19. I want to catch this one in the another translation. See what it says. The portion of Jacob is not like them in the NKJV, for he is the maker of all things, and Israel is the tribe of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name, right? We make all everything, man. We create everything. What do these people come along and they do? See? I go back to it. Inventions stolen from Africa, which we're not Africans. Yeah, to credit the credit of the whites. We're not Africans, but it's really Yashua Allah, the Israelites, the true Israelites. Inventions stolen from. So there you have it, man. And that's us, right? Bring it back. Black inventors, products. Yeah, there's a whole list of them here. A whole list of them here, and some of them give you more visuals, they give you pictures and all of that. Right? Inventors and the dates. The product, inventor, and the date. Right? What they invented, the names, and the date they invented it. And if you even want to get deeper, you can see some of the people that tried to steal it. I just wanted to make that point though. Right? Some of the inventors were, for the most part, that patented it. Right? Some of them got a lot of credit, and some of them are what they call founding fathers today. So-called founding fathers of the white man that stole the inventions from Yashua Allah. Right? Let's get back to this. NKJV, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the maker of all things. Right? Sons of Yashua Allah. Sons of Yashua Allah. Right? Israelites. Just so you can understand. And, or the black man that you call black people. We're the inventors. And there's a lot of inventions that we're still making today, and we don't get no credit for it. There's a guy who invented over there in Flint, Michigan, a machine that was able to form water out of thin air. His name was Moses something, if I'm not mistaken. Moses something. He's all up on social media. He created that in Flint, Michigan, because there's a lot of polluted water in that state in America. There was polluting the water. They found a whole heap of pollution in it, things like lead and all that, which is very damaging to the young children there. Or anybody. It was polluted, and they found a whole heap of high level of lead in it. It's not drinkable. So this inventor, a black man, his name was Moses. You could do research on this. He was able to create a machine that was able to pull water, moisture out of thin air and form water out of it. The moisture out of the thin air and form water out of it. And they obviously from top on down, they probably sent some vandalizers, some real special professional vandalizers, and vandalized the machine. And then a couple months or maybe a year later, Tyrone Nasheed was going into it. I might do another video on that. They found the machine or reconditioned it, right? What they do, recondition it and patent it for themselves, and they had it sold in some corporation place, and they had was showing people this is what we've done, this is what we can do. You see, is able to, and breaking it down the same way. Even stole the ways he was talking, the way he was breaking it down. The black man, they even stole the way how he was breaking it down, because they showed it all on social media, right? So even today they're stealing inventions. Don't get it twisted. Like I say, there's stories of Sophia Stewart, and she gave her story of what happened to her with the Matrix movie and the Terminator movie. And while she was in the radio station, people, everyday people, your next door neighbor, black man, right? Someone who knows someone, was phoning in and telling their similar stories, how they've been stolen from. A lot of their inventions, writings, or artwork have been stolen from them just going on an interview. They have special people assigned to go into interviews, job centers, and steal from everyday people. Be careful, man. You think this thing is a joke? Never trust thine enemy. That's why I'm not trust none of them. Right. Let's just finish reading this again. That's a whole new video I could do. Yeah, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the maker of all things, and Israel is the tribe of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. He's the maker of all things. NLT, but the God of Israel is not, is not what? Is no idol. Oh, God of Israel is no idol. He is the creator of everything that exists, including his people, his own special possession. The Lord of heaven of armies is his name. One more. He who is the portion of Jacob is not like these, For he is the maker of all things, right? Yehoshua, including the people of his inheritance. The Lord Almighty is his name. Yehoshua. Oh, one more. We're going to get all this meat out of this bone, Baba Shah. HNV. The portion, oh, that's all butchered there. He's not like these, for he is the former of all things, and he is the tribe of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Couldn't help it. I had to read those different translations, man. Enough said on that. I want to get back to this. Like I say, I'm getting all the meat off this bone, man. Right? This is Deuteronomy. We looked at 6. For thou art the holy people. Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6 says, For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. All praises, man, to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Kodash. Yeah. Got one more. I want to check this one out as well. Yeah, this is in Jeremiah. It also, it backs up what we looked at in Jeremiah 51, Jeremiah 10 and 16. Yeah? Jeremiah 10 and 16 says, The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. So this is what's going to happen to these plagiarizers, these thieves that pattern our inventions and use them and call them after their own name. This is what's going to happen to them. Jumping down to 25 of Jeremiah 10 says, Pour out thy fury upon thee, upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name, for they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate. Right? All these criminals here, these stealers of our inventions, right? The thieves, right? You can get into that as a whole new another video. The ones that did steal from us. That's the outcome for them. That's it. Yeah? For they have eaten up Jacob. They've eaten us up. Devoured our inventions, and a lot of us in the alligator bait were deleted. And on the transatlantic slave ships were thrown off to alligators. The men and the women were thrown overboard to be eaten, devoured by, whatever the case may be, sharks or whatever else that was. They put the blood in the water to bring them closer to the boats. And up to this day, you got bloodthirsty sharks. Still, when they see big ships, they follow them, looking for more food, because they're so used to being fed by what was all the cargo, human flesh that was thrown over the transatlantic ships into the transatlantic. So, yeah, for they have eaten up Jacob. Yeah, right. They've deleted us in so many ways. All the heinous things they did. The list goes on. You heard what happened with now a lot of the pedos are being exposed, and they're talking about all the different things that they've been doing to the little children, and most of them they're saying were so-called black children. Epstein Island and all of that, right? The Weinstein and all of them being exposed. So I ain't going to devour them, he says, right? For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him and have made his habitation desolate. Talking about the inventions, talking about the people too, our ancestors too. So the Most High going to bring judgment upon them, going to bring vengeance upon them, going to bring fury upon them. Giving our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Let's read this in another translation. These are prophecies, man, going to come true when our knight in shining armor, Yahweh Shai, right? Even that don't give it You say that word, but you still don't give him justice, right? Yahushua, yeah? Salvation. He delivers, he saves, Yahushua, right? He gonna come back and bring judgment upon the wicked, right? In the grand finale. And he's gonna gather his what? In the NKJV, right? In NKJV, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For you are a holy people to the Lord your God. The Lord your God hath chosen you to be a people to himself, for himself, a special treasure above all the people on the face of the earth. Right? Yeah. That's what, if you want to call it what you want to call it, you can call it that. Don't matter. It's the truth. It's the scriptures. NLT says, for you are a holy people who belong to the Lord your God. Right? We're not fooled by what they told us in these Christian churches and in these high learned buildings, colleges, universities. We know that we are the form of all things, Yahshua Allah. Right? We're the special people. Therefore, you are a holy people. We looked up the word holy, saintly, who belong to the Lord, your God. Of all the people on earth, the Lord your God has chosen you to be his own special treasure. We're the special treasure, man. Oh boy. See, let it sink in. Let it get into the DNA. Right? Get it down, your son. NIV. One more. For you are a people holy to the Lord your God. The Lord your God has chosen you out of all the peoples on the face of the earth to be his special, to be his people, his treasured possession. All I can say is, get it down, your son. That's all I need to say. Get it down, your son. Real talk. I want to give our praises to Yahweh Shimon Shai for the spirit on me to do this video. Shalom to all the sincere out there, the elect, 144,000, all the sincere out there, giving double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, teaching us this truth. Shalom, we on to the next.